Why don't people stick to things? Well, they don't have real reason for confidence in the it. Here, if you pay attention, you have all the reasons for confidence that you see. You can no more argue that Glazer-Kennedy style marketing and the Glazer-Kennedy approach to business doesn't work than you can argue flight. Okay? Now, I understand there's a woman on The View, that lovely morning chat fest. I understand that the woman who replaced, not Whoopi, but the other one, I understand she still, and has said publicly on TV, she still thinks the earth is flat, or that it might be flat. Well, and she's not alone. There's actually a Flat Earth Society. It still has 126 members. They have a convention. They don't travel very far to have it. They still believe the earth is flat. Okay? So believe what you wish, but if you want reasons for confidence, pay attention. I show them to you every month in the newsletter. Evidence that this works. The phenomenon, 23 pieces of evidence that this works. Every piece we send you has reports. We didn't write them. They came from people like you. Evidence that it works. And most importantly, the people who hang around. See, they can't all be crazy. And it's not because of our warm, fuzzy personalities. Okay? They're here because they get stuff that works. So you can have confidence in it, confidence in self. Well, the biggest thing you should know about yourself is that whatever has gone on for you in business in the past need have no control whatsoever over what goes on in the future. It does not matter. If you'll make the shift to a new approach that works, then what's happened in the past is quite irrelevant. And most highly successful entrepreneurs have in their past kind of a mess. Most of them have some real embarrassing and humiliating failures. Most of them have wandered down blind alleys. Many of them have struggled for years and years and years before all the pieces go together, the light bulb goes on, and bingo, they accomplished more in 12 months than they did in the previous 12 years. The number of highly successful entrepreneurs, owners of Fortune 1000 companies, founders of Fortune 1000 companies with at least one bankruptcy in their past, it's over a third. Okay? It's quite common. Okay? So whatever you've experienced in the past need not have anything to do with your future if you hook yourself to strategies and systems that work. Insufficient reasons to stick to it. A mentor of mine always asked the question, why do you think there aren't more millionaires? There's now been a millionaire explosion. Right? There's 8.3 million of them. They're like now common. Okay? But still, it's a tiny percentage of the population. So is it because of shortage of opportunity? No. In New York City, in Manhattan, there's a millionaire dog walker. You can walk dogs and make $1 million. We have a member who has a window cleaning service. Millionaire. Started with a bucket and a squeegee. Anybody can get a bucket and a squeegee. Most people already got one. It's not shortage of opportunity. Is it shortage of how-to information? No, not really. We're not the only source. There's a thing called a library. You can go there for free. People do. They go there to keep warm and to look at magazines. But it's not shortage of information. It's because a lot of people don't have enough reasons to. Your likelihood of becoming a millionaire, if you aren't already one, has a great deal to do with how long your list is of meaningful reasons to stick to what you're doing in order to get there. People with a short list of reasons probably aren't going to get there. So personal motivation has a lot to do with this. Oh, it's too hard to do it, too hard to stick to it. There are things that are very hard to stick to. this conversion of your business to our kind of marketing really isn't that hard. Because it's formulaic. It's templates. When Bill talks to you about advertising, he's going to show you an advertising example that you can turn into a template. All of them can be. Okay? And the whole process can be templated. It's not that hard. Ignorant negative influencers. This is important. When you start to transform your business our way, and you start to change your behavior and thought to that of an entrepreneur and a direct marketer, most of the people around you will be disconcerted by it. A, they don't understand what you understand. B, any kind of change is disturbing pretty much to everybody. So if you expect applause from your employees over these changes, if you expect your family to be thrilled with your new marketing, you are in for a shock. They will do their best to save you from making these incredibly weird and strange and odd mistakes. We have a member, he's been in my coaching groups for years. He owns a big chain of furniture stores, high-end furniture stores. And every year he spends about $50,000 producing a really beautiful, die-cut, full-color, multi-page brochure for his stores so that he can give a couple hundred copies to his wife and burn the rest because they have no value in the business. But if she doesn't have something that's more acceptable than his ugly, weird, embarrassing, humiliating marketing to take to the country club and show her friends, she's horribly unhappy. And as he said to me, $50,000 a year for brochures is a lot cheaper than the alimony would be. So as you get critiques from people about the changes you're going to make, take into consideration whether or not they are knowledgeable or ignorant where their criticism and critique is coming from. But a lot of people get derailed because everybody around them gangs up on them and talks them out of this, which brings us to isolation. The last reason people don't stick to it is because, what did Bill say? The entrepreneur is the loneliest person on earth. See, if you let it be, this can be a lonely thing. And it's hard to have courage in the dark by yourself. Some famous person said, in pitch black darkness, even an atheist believes in God. So it's hard to have courage in the dark by yourself. So if you are making these transformations personally, professionally, in your business, in your advertising, in your marketing, and you're doing it alone, surrounded only by resistance from others, your likelihood of sticking to it is not very good.